afternoon, my beautiful babes and babettes. How are we? I'm good. Thanks for asking. You're so sweet. And today I'm cheating. Why am I cheating? Because I've been through bits and bytes of the next section, which we are about to start. And today, all I want to do is read the definitions. Get those out of the way, and then we can get into the meat of the thing in the days to come. Because this is the section on transportation, and it's long, okay? This is not a short one. It's not like the last ones where I will be done in 2 videos. This is probably going to take more like 5 or 6. Not entirely sure, by the way, but this is video 1. It's just going to be the definitions, because they were daunting to read. I've already done a take of this video, and I was interrupted by a telephone solicitor. 2 thumbs up. We love it. Yes. But yeah, that's what's going on for this video. FYI, tomorrow I might be late because I have a staff meeting at 1:30. Don't know if it's going to be done by 2:30, but even if I'm late, so long as I make a video, I'm good, right? Daily uploads. Yes. Again, 2 thumbs up to show I'm not lying. That's a lie. Okay, just so we're clear, I am a terrible liar and I am not ashamed. So, okay, maximizing my document. Hello, document. You're a document. So, part 4, transportation standards. As you can see, /here, I'm jumping around. Duh. All right. Definitions. In this part, okay. Bus means a motor vehicle designed for carrying 10 or more passengers and used for the transportation of persons. Commuter rail means a class of rail-based transportation, which is multi-unit, used for public passenger transportation purposes, operated between an urban area and its suburbs, and is provided on designated lines between stations. Conventional transportation service provider means a designated public sector transportation organization described in paragraph 5 of Schedule 1 that provides conventional transportation services that operate solely within the province of Ontario. Okay, just to pause for a sec, the IASR, but especially the AODA, only apply in the province of Ontario. Look at your map if you live outside of Canada. But FYI, Ontario is bigger than Texas. Just to give my American audience members a sense of scope here, Texas is a pretty big state. Ontario eclipses Texas by quite a bit. All right, so Ontario kind of has its own designation for a lot of stuff just because land-wise we are so big. All right. All right. Conventional transportation services means public passenger transportation services on transit buses, motor coaches, or rail-based transportation that operate solely within the province of Ontario and that are provided by a designated public sector transportation organization described in paragraph 6 of Schedule 1, but does not include specialized transportation services. All right. By the way, as you can tell, dry as toast with nothing on it. Yeah, this is why I also wanted to get this out of the way so that we could get to some of the meatier stuff later on. Meat-eater, not meteor. Not like that. All right. Intercity Rail means a class of rail-based transportation, which is multi-unit, used for public passenger transportation purposes, and is intended for express service covering long distances with routes connecting 2 or more distinct or major locations. So, like, think city to city kind of thing. If you've got a GO train in your city, you know what we're talking about here. Light rail means a class of rail-based transportation, which is multi-unit, used for public passenger transportation purposes, provided on designated lines between stations and is intended for light loads and fast movement. All right. Motor coach means a class of bus or, I struggle with this word, I'm sorry, monocoque. Je ne parle pas français. Monocoque. Literally, I do not know how to pronounce this word. Monocoque design. I'm going to start this over. Motor coach means a class of bus of monocoque design. Designed to provide intercity, suburban, or commuter passenger transportation service and equipped with baggage storage that is separate from the passenger cabin. Sorry about that. I literally have never seen that word before, and I'm going to look it up when we're done here because it's going to bug me otherwise. Rail-based transportation means any single or multi-unit passenger transportation vehicle operating exclusively on rail by a public transportation organization described in paragraph 5 of Schedule 1 and includes streetcars, light rail vehicles, subways, commuter rail, and intercity rail. Specialized transportation service provider means a designated public sector transportation organization described in paragraph 5 of Schedule 1 that provides specialized transportation services that operate solely within the province of Ontario. All right. Specialized transportation service means public passenger transportation services that A. Operate solely within the province of Ontario, B. Are provided by a designated public sector organization as described in paragraph 5 of Schedule 1, and C. Are designed to transport persons with disabilities. Okay, so in the city where I live, for example, we have a service where you can call in advance. You have to call 3 days in advance to get this shared ride service, okay? I use this service primarily to get to and from work. When I was a student, I used it to get to and from class. But basically, this is wheelchair accessible vehicle, but you share it with several other people. It's basically a smaller version of a bus, okay? So like 10 to 12 people, not including the driver, could fit on this thing, I guess, if you packed this in. But there were also spots for wheelchair users to get clipped in to the floor of the vehicle. And yeah, that's basically what I would generally use to get to and from. Because of my vision, I'm not able to drive. So that would pretty much be my go-to, because for us, it's less expensive than a taxi. So it's a decent alternative, but you got to be aware of the fact that their schedules are kind of not reliable, depending on how many other people they had to pick up before you. All right, so that's just one example of the kind of thing they're talking about here. I'm sure that other cities have other alike services. All right, so streetcar means a class of rail-based transportation designed to operate on a highway as defined in the Highway Traffic Act. Subway, sandwiches, no, means a class of rail-based transportation which is multi-unit, designed to operate on a grade separated from highways, as defined in the Highway Traffic Act, and provides service on designated lines between stations. Support person means, in relation to a person with a disability, another person who accompanies the person with a disability in order to help with communication, mobility, personal care or medical needs, or with access to goods, services, or facilities. By the way, none of these definitions include the use of an Oxford comma. If you don't know what an Oxford comma is, please go look it up and please use them. Very difficult for me to read a sentence that doesn't have an Oxford comma in it, and no, that's not me being picky. All right, taxicab means a motor vehicle as defined in the Highway Traffic Act other than a carpool vehicle, having a seating capacity of not more than 6 persons, exclusive of the driver, hired for one specific trip for the transportation exclusively of one person or group of persons, one fare or charge only being collected or made for the trip, and that is licensed as a taxicab by a municipality. All right, transit bus means a class of bus which, while operated on a highway, as defined in the Highway Traffic Act, is designed and intended to be used for passenger transportation. Okay, we're actually done. And that was faster than I thought it would be. Probably because I had already read it. Because, like I say, I got interrupted by a solicitor. Isn't that wonderful when that happens when you're busy? Love it. But be polite to people, even if they're computers. Be polite to your computers as well. I love you, computer. Pat, pat, pat. All right, so that is my video for today. Yes, I know it's cheating because that was quite short, but that stuff is just dry as toast with nothing on it, so I wanted to get it out of the way. And then we can move on to some more interesting stuff. Like I say, tomorrow I have a meeting, so I might be late. I don't know. I actually can't remember if I mentioned that before. After that, however, I might or might not, this is yet to be determined, have some family stuff coming up, which could make me either late or absent, depending on the circumstance, but I will find out about that and see what happens. So yeah, not entirely sure what's going on with that situation at the moment, but we will be finding out about said situation, and hopefully things work out, because yeah, stuff is going down and we could be busy for the next little while. We will see. But yeah, that is video for today. I hope you have had fun listening to these definitions. Oh my god. See, this is the part that I don't like, but the part that I do like is the whole idea of implementation, which is sort of the important part that they're kind of missing out on at the moment. You can write it down, but if you don't implement it, it doesn't count. I don't care how many times you write it down. If you don't actually do anything, it doesn't help. We want to help people on this channel, don't we? And I know that all of you want to help people because you're lovely, wonderful, and intelligent peoples. So, this is my gift to the world. That's a lie. My gift to the world is brainses, and that can be your gift as well. Exercise your brainses. Thank you. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely, wonderful, very hot and sultry afternoon. All right. Bye. Mwah.